Welcome back to EmpowerHour, helping you to become your most authentic and powerful self. So in the last few weeks, we've talked about getting our negative thinking under control and setting a strong daily intention for who we want to become. So we've laid a really good foundation so far, and in this episode, I want to talk to you about something I call quantum creation. When we look at the quantum world, we begin to see how the law of attraction works at the most fundamental level. And what we see is that everything is hinging upon you, the observer. Because without an observer, the universe would not exist. After all, who would it exist for? So everything is vying for your attention. If you look at your experience, you will see that everything is reporting to you. Your thoughts, your feelings, your sensations, perceptions, experiences, everything is vying for your attention. Because where you place your attention is where you place your energy. That which you do not pay attention to does not exist. So begin to recognize that everything in your experience is fighting for your attention. It's trying to get some energy from you so that it can exist. And so the problem is that the vast majority of people are taking their cues on what to think and what to feel based on their current circumstances. And when we look at the quantum world, we can see that the quantum field is actually taking its cues from you, the observer. And so once you realize that you, in every single moment, for better or worse, are creating your reality, then you start to take your thoughts and feelings a lot more seriously. You start to realize that you can use your thoughts and feelings to create the reality that you want. And when you recognize this, then you start to move from cause and effect into causing an effect. You move from the outside world of Newtonian physics, the same old predictable reality, and into the inside world of quantum physics, where all possibilities exist. So the question is, how can we use the laws of quantum physics to start manifesting our desired reality? And the answer is quite simple. When we look at the observer effect, we can see that when the quantum field is not being observed, then it is in a superposition. It is occupying all space in the entire universe. And it is literally waiting for an observer to tell it where and how to collapse. And we know that every single time the field is observed, in every test that physicists have ever run at least, it always collapses into a particle. And so what we don't really think about is the fact that we are looking into the quantum field 24/7. But the missing variable in the equation is how we are observing the field. See, everyone knows you as that same old person. So if you want to become a new person, then you can't expect everyone else to see it first, right? You have to see it first. So you have to become blind to your current circumstances and blind to the way that others currently see you. And see only your desired reality. See only that which resonates with who you want to be. And once you can really start to see it, the universe will start to reflect it back to you. The fact is that if you want to change your personality, then you need to first change your personal reality. Because what happens is that we wake up every morning and repeat the same old patterns of yesterday with the same expectations and receiving the same results. And this happens because it is a programmed response that we've taught our minds. And so what I'm showing you in this video is how to change the program. Because if we want to change our current circumstances, then we have to become greater than our current circumstances. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that we have to stop allowing our current circumstances to dictate what we think and feel. We need to start choosing what to think and feel as if that reality is happening now. Because remember, in the law of attraction, seeing something means feeling it. Your feeling is your power. And so whenever you think a thought that brings forth emotion, then you access the creative power of the universe. You always attract what you are. So if you want to become a new person, then you have to start seeing yourself as that new person right now. You and only you define the way you see yourself. And it is from that point of view that you attract. So do you want a new life experience? Then you must become a new person because your reality matches who you are. And so that same old person can only generate that same old reality. And so the best way to do this, in my opinion, is through the power of meditation. Because see, we go about our day allowing all of these negative thoughts and feelings to run the show for us. We've literally trained them to. And so all of these thoughts and feelings, although unconscious to us, are actually seen by the quantum field as observations. And so you keep generating the same old reality. And this is why daily meditation is so important. When you meditate and you get into stillness, you're essentially zeroing yourself out. You're canceling out all of those negative thoughts and feelings that you're sending up to the universe and entering that quantum field where all possibilities exist. And then you can make your requests known by sending out that direct signal. And so the practice that I use, that I'm sharing with you today, has reaped me unbelievable results. And it's something I like to call quantum creation meditation. And the process is simple. Through the practice of daily meditation, you can become very skilled very quickly at dropping out of the thinking mind and entering stillness. And the moment you do that, you've entered the quantum field. And when we get here, then we can make our requests known by simply thinking about them, and then most importantly, feeling the emotional energy that those desires bring us. And this sends out a very strong and, most importantly, unmixed signal. And the more powerfully you can feel that desire, the stronger a signal that you're sending out. The more you do this practice, the better you become at bringing those feelings and emotions to life in a very powerful way. And as you are doing this, you are literally rewiring the circuits in your brain to shift out of the old person that you've been and into that new person that you want to become. All you really need is a true and sincere desire for it. Because in law of attraction, the more you want it, the faster it appears. So it doesn't do you any good to get into that quantum field and just think about what you want. You have to feel what you want. Because when you think about what you want without any emotion attached to it, then the universe sees that and says, okay, well, this person obviously doesn't want that very badly, so let's not give it to them. But the stronger you can feel it emotionally, then the more urgent that request is seen by the universe. Because remember, the intention is the vehicle, but the emotion is the fuel. And so until you get emotionally involved, you are not attracting it. In this universe, you always get what you desire the most. And so the universe wants to know, how bad do you want it? So just like last week, I'm releasing a 20-minute guided meditation to go along with this week's video that's going to walk you through the steps of how to do this. The first 10 minutes of this video are going to be the induction phase, which is where we work on dropping out of the thinking mind and into stillness. And the deeper of a state you can get into, the more effective it's going to be. And so with daily practice using this meditation, you'll become very skilled at how to do this in a very short amount of time. And then the last 10 minutes are going to be walking you through how to visualize yourself as who you want to be, and then bringing forth that powerful emotion to go along with it. If you truly want to change your life, then you must make this the most important 20 minutes of your day, because you're dealing with the everyday stresses of life all day long. And so unless you're a very special kind of person who can just innately keep perfect control over your thoughts and feelings all day, then the only way to do this, in my opinion, is through daily focused meditations. Every time that you meditate and you think and feel the version of yourself that you want to be, you are slowly chipping away at the old version of you and revealing the new one that lies underneath. Every time that you do this, you are literally getting up as a different person than the one who sat down.